Taylor Hopkins will step in to lead it off for the Eagles of Eastern Michigan. First pitch from Peyton Wilson is a ball 1, and game number 2 starts at 2:53. One 1-0 pitch, fouled back. Hopkins in the opener, lined out, struck out, walked twice, scored twice. Eagles got 3 in the 6th inning to take the game 1 victory. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Off-speed pitch, swing and a miss. We'll get you the Falcon defensive lineup here in a moment. Our umpires behind the plate, Bryce McCall, Corey Ray at first base, Jason Stidham at third. 1-2 pitch is a soft chopper foul. BG defense, Adam Furness at first base, Dylan DeHanas at second, Nathan Rose at short, Mason Montgomery at third. Outfield left to right, Tyler Haas, Jack Krause, Andy Gayton, Kyle Gurney behind the plate, and the battery completed with pitcher Peyton Wilson. A 1-2 pitch. Popped up on the infield, left side, catcher and third baseman converge. Third baseman Montgomery takes charge and puts it away. So 1 up and 1 down here in the Eastern Michigan first inning. And that will bring Nick Jones to the plate. Nick also batted second in the opener, although he was the catcher. He's playing first base here in the nightcap, and he had a pretty good opening game. 3 for 4 with a couple of RBI. He got the game-winning hit, as it turned out, in the 6th inning, a 2-out, 2-run double that provided the winning margin in the 6-5 victory. There's a fastball back to the backstop. Tough one to swallow in game 1 for Bowling Green. They scored 3 in the bottom of the first inning and had Gage Schenk on the mound, who had yet to taste defeat in MAC play. And ultimately they fall to the Eagles and now try to salvage the final game of this set. With the loss, the Falcons dropped to 11-17 in conference play. 2-0 pitch, strike 1. Falcons have 2 games remaining to make up with Miami, and the 2 series with Toledo and Northern Illinois yet to play. 2 balls and 1 strike. Wilson peering over the top of his glove, kicks and fires, and missed outside. Gurney tried to bring it back, but not fooling plate umpire Bryce McCall. 3 balls and 1 strike to the Eastern Michigan first baseman, Nick Jones. Here's the pitch. Roller to short, moving toward the bag, sliding play by Rose, bounced across, got him. Nice bounced throw to Furness, well done by shortstop Nathan Rose. And going over to touch gloves with him, second baseman Dylan DeHanas. A salute to his teammate. And Christian Bolt, now a 2-out batter with nobody on.
The second baseman, Christian Bolt.
Bolt batted in the 3rd spot in the opener as well. Went 1 for 4 with an RBI single. The theme of the opener was 2-out hits for Eastern Michigan. 4 of their 6 runs scored on 2-out hits. Right-hand batter, right-hand pitcher, Peyton Wilson. Ball 1. Wilson out of the windup. Likes to hold that glove right in front of his face. Barely enough room between the bill of his cap and the top of his glove to see the catcher. Or maybe he doesn't see him. Strike 1. At least he pretends to see something. Works from the far first base side of the slab. There's a ball out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Home plate umpire Bryce McCall needs a fresh supply of baseballs. Peyton Wilson ready to deliver the 1-2 pitch. That's lifted down the right field line, high in the air. Gayton over there makes the play right on the line for out number 3. So Peyton Wilson turns in a 1-2-3 first inning. The Falcons are coming to bat. Let's check the Bowling Green lineup here. For the Falcons in game 2 of this doubleheader, leading off at second base is Dylan DeHanas. Batting second in right field, Andy Gayton. Batting third and catching is Kyle Gurney. Batting fourth for Bowling Green, first baseman Adam Furness. Batting fifth is the shortstop Nathan Rose. Batting sixth, center fielder Jack Krause. Batting seventh, left fielder Tyler Haas. Batting eighth is the DH Anthony Ryan. And batting ninth is third baseman Mason Montgomery. Nearly the identical lineup to game 1 for Bowling Green, with the lone exception of Haas playing left field instead of DHing, and Ryan in the lineup as the DH, and Adam Fallon not in the lineup. Again, the BG lineup: DeHanas second base, Gayton right field, Gurney catching, Furness first base, Rose shortstop, Krause in center field, Haas in left field, Ryan DH, and Montgomery at third base. For EMU, the pitcher will be Scott Grunzato. Grunzato, a left-hander out of Northville, Michigan. A 6-foot senior. This is his 8th appearance, all starts. He has a 2-0 record, a 4 ERA. Opponents are hitting .296 against him. He's allowed 32 hits in 27 innings. 12 runs, all earned. He's walked 11 and struck out 20. So the EMU lefty will face DeHanas, Gayton, and Gurney. Falcons had 5 left-hand batters in the opener against the right-handed pitcher. They have 4 lefties in the lineup here in the nightcap. DeHanas, chopper towards second, waiting for the second big hop, is Balt, and he throws him out. So first pitch swinging, Dylan DeHanas is a ground out victim. Andy Gayton will step in. Gayton had 2 hits and 4 trips in the opener. He and DeHanas each singled to lead off the 7th inning with BG down 6-4, but ultimately only one of them scored, that being DeHanas, and BG lost 6-5. Strike taken by Gayton. There's a ball in the dirt, delivered by left-hander Scott Grunzato. One pitch to Andy Gayton. Hit hard, but right on the ground, or right at Christian Balt, the second baseman. Out number 2. So Kyle Gurney bats with 2 outs and nobody on. Gurney, 2 hits, 2 runs scored, 2 RBI in the opener. There's a ball in the dirt. 1-0. Gurney now with 10 multi-hit games on the season. Takes a ball, 2-0. Also his 7th multi-RBI game of the season, with his 2 driven in the opener. Fastball strike. 2 balls and a strike to the catcher for Bowling Green, Kyle Gurney. 2-1 pitch. Strike 2. Eagles had 9 hits in that opening 6-5 win. 5 of them were doubles. Gurney pops this one back and out of play. 2-2 the count. Grunzato looking for a 1-2-3 inning, and he'll have to throw another 2-2 pitch, as that one's spoiled by Gurney. Grunzato working quickly, works from the third base side of the rubber. 2-2 pitch, struck him out with a high fastball, and Both teams go in order in the first. We'll head to the second inning. No score. Series. Peyton Wilson misses low to the cleanup man Gabe Denton to begin the Eastern Michigan second inning. Eagles won the opener 6-5 and come from behind fashion. They scored 3 in the 6th to take the lead for good. There's a strike in the outside corner. One ball, one strike to the cleanup man for the Eagles. This one's a little pop fly to right. Geaton coming in hard and makes the play. So 4 up, 4 down for Peyton Wilson to start the game. Eastern Michigan center fielder Shane Easter now steps in.
The center fielder, Shane Easton.
Wilson deals and misses. Peyton Wilson works in the upper 80s with his fastball, also throws a changeup and a slider. 1-0 pitch right through there for strike one. Coach Halleck likes his presence on the mound and his bulldog attitude. He's out there trying to get a win in this series. Bowling Green looking to avoid the sweep. There's another pop-up. Catcher Gurney having trouble finding it. Finally locates it, throws the mask away, and hauls it in for out number 2. That'll make Eli Gora a 2-out batter with nobody on.
The catcher, Eli Gora.
First pitch to Gora sometime today, and he says, I've waited long enough. Strike called, fastball outside corner. Gora had a pretty good opener. He hit the ball hard every time up. 2 of them were caught, 2 of them weren't. They were both doubles. He scored once. There's a little chopper to second. DeHanas on that second room service hop throws him out. So 6 up, 6 down so far for Peyton Wilson in this nightcap of the doubleheader. We'll go to the bottom of 2. It's still scoreless.
No hits, there were no Falcon errors, no one left on base.
in the opener. Takes a slow one for a strike. Furness struck out twice, had a sac fly and an RBI double. He was also thrown out trying to stretch that double to a triple back in the third inning of the opener as he bounces one to first. Behind the bag, the first baseman, Jones, flips it to Granzato covering for out number one. That was an underrated base running mistake by Furness in the opener. Gurney singled leading off that inning, and Furness doubled him in, but was thrown out trying to stretch it to a triple, and that sort of short-circuited the inning. Instead of a man on second and nobody out, there were bases empty and one out. And the Falcons didn't score again that inning and scored only once more the rest of the game. A strike and then a ball to Nathan Rose, the BG shortstop. 0 for 3, hit by a pitch in the first game today. Strike on the inside corner. 1-2. Working quickly, Scott Granzato. Pitches and it's fouled back by Rose. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So Granzato has his second strikeout. He's retired the first 5 he's faced. And Jack Krause steps in.
The center fielder, Jack Krause.
So it's been a disappointing 3 games here. BG with a nice win over Miami on Tuesday, and they have proceeded to lose 3 in a row to Eastern Michigan, and this is going to be an easy 1-2-3 inning on a ground out to second. So both pitchers have set down all 6 they've faced. We go to the third, no score.
For the Falcons in the bottom of the second, no runs on no hits. There were no errors, no one left on base.
Wrap up of this doubleheader and a 4-game series. Peyton Wilson will face the bottom third of the Eastern Michigan lineup. Outside with a fastball to Daniel Workington to begin the top of the third. There's a foul at the plate. Workington had an RBI double and 4 trips in the opener. That was a 2-out run-scoring double in the second inning that got Eastern on the board. He would score then on a single by Monahan. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Had him out in front of that one. Well, Peyton Wilson has been perfect through 6 batters, as has his counterpart Granzato. 1-2 pitch. Another high fly ball. Easy play for Jack Krause, the center fielder. Out number 1. Well, 5 of the 7 outs here have either been pop-ups or easy fly balls.
The designated hitter, Mike Monahan.
Wilson has yet to record a strikeout. Here's Mike Monahan. Monahan had one of the 5 EMU doubles in the opener, takes a strike. An RBI single and an RBI double, a strikeout sandwiched in between. He drove in 2, he scored 1. 0-1. 0-2 now as Wilson catches the outside corner. Monahan on the season now with that 2 for 3 is exactly 500, 16 of 32 on the season. This one's popped out of play. So Monahan in 11 games has 16 hits and 8 RBI. Been pretty productive. Wilson trying to put him away, 0-2. Misses inside and low. Monahan, a graduate, 6'3", 215 pounds out of Saline, Michigan. And he goes right back through the box for the first hit of the day. So Monahan now officially above 500 on the season, 17 of 33. The first base runner of the game for either team. And Will Oberg will step in.
The right fielder, Will Oberg.
Oberg, a couple of hits, a couple of walks, and a hit by pitch through the first 3 games of this series. Batting in the 9 spot. Flip spots with Denton in the outfield for this one. He's in right field for the nightcap. And he hits it to right field. Might hang up for Guyton. It does. In fact, it nearly sailed over his head, but he made the grab. Guyton moving to his right into the gap in right center had to throw on the brakes as that thing had some serious bend on it. And Guyton managed to haul it in for out number 2. That was a seed off the bat of Oberg. But a loud out. Taylor Hopkins bats with 2 outs. Hopkins 0 for 2 in the opener, but he walked twice and scored twice. Popped out to third baseman Mason Montgomery his only time up here in game number 2. One bounced into Gurney, who picked it up cleanly, and no advance thought of down at first by Mike Monahan. One 1-0 to Taylor Hopkins. Strike called. Hopkins played high school ball for the powerhouse Moeller High School in Cincinnati. Coached by Tim Held, who's the cousin of Defiance coach Tom Held. That's a pretty good baseball family there. About 1,000 wins and 4 or 5 state championships between them. Foul back makes it 1-2. Monahan's at first with 2 outs. He's the only base runner to this point in the game. Falcons have gone down in order twice. Eastern did in the first 2 innings. And Wilson ahead 1-2 here with 2 outs to Hopkins. That one's hit high in the air to left center field, short left center. Center fielder Jack Krause, as per the norm, loses his hat on the way to the putout. And we'll go to the 3rd. It's still scoreless.
Eastern Michigan in the top of the 3rd. No runs on 1 hit. There were no Falcon errors. 1 runner left on base.
bottom of the third, and the Falcons have yet to get anybody on base. And Tyler Haas swings and fouls one back to the screen. Scott Granzato has set down the first 6. 4 ground ball outs and 2 strikeouts. Haas takes strike 2. Falcons have yet to lay a glove on the EMU left-hander here in the wrap-up of this 4-game set and the nightcap of a Saturday doubleheader. Here's a hard hit ball to center, but going back is Easter to make the play. Anthony Ryan, the DH, steps in now. Ryan strike called. Ryan's not seen a lot of action this year. That's just his 7th start of the year. He has 4 hits and 19 at-bats. 8 walks as well. There's a ball in the dirt. Ryan hails from Newcastle, PA. 5'11" sophomore. Foul back, makes it 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two pitch. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string on him and he came up empty. So Scott Granzato continues perfect through 8 batters. He has struck out 3. And Mason Montgomery steps in.
The third baseman, Mason Montgomery.
Montgomery in the opener was 1 for 3 with a double. Takes a ball here. 3rd double of the year for Montgomery. 1/3 of his hit total. Foul back off the catcher's glove there. One ball, 1 strike. Strike 2. Granzato is just catching and firing. He's in quite a groove here. He and Peyton Wilson entangled in an early pitching duel. 1-2. Swing and a miss. So Granzato is perfect through 3. We are scoreless through 3.
For the Falcons in the bottom of the third.
There's been nothing. No scores. We go to the 4th. Peyton Wilson working for Bowling Green and delivers a ball outside to Nick Jones to begin the 4th. The 1-0 pitch. Fouled out of play. Peyton Wilson, by this time, last time he was pitching, was already out of the game. He pitched 3 innings against Ball State, gave up 6 runs. There's a 2-hopper to third, backing up Montgomery, throws across to record the out. Christian Bolt will stand in next for the Eagles.
The second baseman, Christian Bolt.
Bolt takes a strike. Nothing in 1 to the EMU second baseman. And he swings and misses on that one. 0-2. There's a ball hammered to center, but Kraus playing back there makes the play for out number 2. So, a fast-moving second game of this doubleheader as both pitchers are dominant to this point. Here's Gabe Denton,
The left fielder,
standing in for Eastern Michigan. Denton flew out to right field. Actually, a line drive to Gayton, who hauled it in. Here's a ball bounced foul into the EMU dugout. One pitch is roped toward left, and it'll drop in for a hit. Well, got in on the hands of Denton a little bit, but he had enough strength to force it out into the left field for the second hit of the game for Eastern Michigan. So Shane Easter will bat. Falcons trying to salvage something out of this weekend 4-game set.
center field.
Disappointing performance to this point for the Orange and Brown after the nice win over Miami Tuesday. Bring in Eastern Michigan, a team that's below you in the standings and on the verge of getting swept. There's a ball outside. Falcons led the opener of this doubleheader 3-0 after a 3-run first with Gage Schenk on the mound, who had won all 4 of his max starts. They let that game get away. Here's the 1-0. Strike called. Peyton Wilson is the guy they intend to build this starting staff around, the freshman out of New London, Ohio. 1-1 pitch. Hit hard up the middle and through for a base hit. So back-to-back 2-out singles by Gabe Denton and Shane Easter have produced the first scoring threat of this game, and Eli Gora will try to cash it in for EMU.
The catcher, Eli Gora.
We were talking about Bowling Green's Tuesday win over Miami. How about Eastern Michigan? They beat Toledo last Tuesday 13-2. They scored 12 in the first inning in that win. First and second, 2 outs for Gora. That one's fouled off. One pitch to Gora, outside corner, strike 2. Gora has 4 hits so far in the series, 0 for 1 in this game. Peyton Wilson ahead, 0-2 here. Pauses at the belt, checks second. And pitches. That's fisted up the middle on a hop to the second baseman, Dehanas. So two out singles, but nothing more for Eastern Michigan in the fourth. BG coming to bat in the bottom of the fourth, and this game remains scoreless.
In the top of the fourth, no runs on 2 hits. There were no Falcon errors, 2 runners left on base.
Via strikeout. Dehanas leads off the fourth and takes a strike. 4 strikeouts, 3 ground balls to second, 1 ground ball to first, and a fly ball to center. That's been the 3 innings for BG thus far, as a foul ball comes back to the screen to make it 0-2 to Dehanas. Working quickly, Granzato bounces one in the opposite side batter's box. One ball, 2 strikes. Granzato dealing. Dehanas hits it slowly up the middle. Second baseman roaming toward the bag makes the play. Nice job, Balt. Throws out his opposite number, Dehanas. So Dylan Dehanas is grounded to second twice. So that's 10 in a row to begin the game. Set down by Scott Granzato.
The right fielder, Andy Gayton.
Lefty-lefty matchup. Andy Gayton bunts. First base side, but too hard right to the first baseman, who puts the tag on him for out number 2. Gayton had a bunt hit in the first game. At that time, just too hard. The first baseman, Nick Jones, had an easy play. So Kyle Gurney will bat with 2 outs and nobody on. No score here in the bottom of the fourth. Ball 1 low. Eagles have 3 singles through 4 innings. Falcons have had nobody on base at all. Strike called inside corner. Gurney hits one the other way softly and foul. 1-2. We'd think these guys had a plane to catch today, as quick as this game's going. Granzato's barely catching the ball and throwing it right back to the catcher. That's hit hard to left, and the BG's off the schneid, at least on the hit side of things, as Gurney wraps the single to left. So Adam Furness comes up. Adam 1 for 3 in the opener with an RBI double. 0 for 1 in this game. Grounded out to first. His only at bat. First pitch is a strike called. Off-speed pitch. 0-1 to Furness. 0-2. Same pitch. Furness thought they were both outside. So 0-2 to the BG first baseman. Gronzato pitches and strikes him out. So the Falcons finally get a hit, but they don't score in the fourth. And we go to the fifth. We are still scoreless.
For the Falcons in the bottom of the fourth, no runs on one hit. There were no Eastern Michigan errors.
Daniel Wargington leads off the fifth for Eastern Michigan, and Peyton Wilson misses outside. No runs, 3 hits for Eastern. No runs, 1 hit for Bowling Green. It's been a pitcher's duel to this point. There's a chopper to short. Charging is Rose, throws in the dirt. Furness scoops it up to save the error. Now Nathan Rose made it tough on Adam Furness, but he bails out his shortstop. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Mike Monahan.
Mike Monahan, the DH.
Falcons have had trouble with Mr. Monahan today. 2 for 3 with 2 RBI in the opener. A single in this game. This is skied to left, moving toward the line. Haas makes the play for out number 2. So Will Oberg bats with 2 outs and nobody on.
The right fielder, Will Oberg.
Oberg, a 6'3" junior from Wayzata, Minnesota. Lined out to right his only time up. Takes a strike. Peyton Wilson and Scott Gronzato are making quick work of this nightcap of the doubleheader. That's one pulled foul, hard past third on the ground. No balls, 2 strikes. Peyton Wilson looking for his third 1-2-3 inning here in the top of the 5th. And instead it's going to be looped into short right center field and dropped for a hit. So Will Oberg, a little blooper into right for a 2-out hit, the 4th of the game for Eastern Michigan, and that turns the lineup over to Taylor Hopkins. Hopkins 0 for 2. He popped out to third and flew out to center field. No score, 2 outs, top of the 5th inning. Peyton Wilson, after checking the runner, coming set, throws to first, and Oberg dives back in. Oberg is 6 for 6 on the year in stolen bases. Wilson again comes set. Long pause, now he pitches and misses. Hopkins entered the day hitting .320. Did not record a hit in the opener, walked a couple times. So on the day, officially, he is 0 for 4, plus 2 walks. Wilson again pauses at the belt. Delivers. Strike called. Falcons' next action will be Friday night against Toledo at Fifth Third Field in downtown Toledo. A 7 o'clock game at the home of the Mud Hens. One pitch. Instead, a throw to first, and that was close. Oh boy, Adam Furness was a couple steps to the dugout, and umpire Corey Ray says safe. One ball, one strike. Wilson fires. Outside corner, strike 2. I'd have to say the batters are not enamored with the strike zone, but it's been consistent. A fairly generous outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Taylor Hopkins. We're scoreless here in the 5th inning. Wilson again throws to first and nearly throws that one away. Adam Furness has saved 2 errors this inning. 1 on the shortstop and 1 there on his pitcher. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner going, ball hit to left center field. Base hit. Center fielder juggles it. Now they're going to send him home. Here comes the throw to the plate. It's going to be close. He is safe. And Eastern's on the board. Just that little juggle by Kraus cost him a run. They were not going to bring him until he juggled the ball, and third base coach waved his arm, and it was a close play, but he beat the throw. See if they score that just a straight RBI or an error. So they are going to score it as I suggested it there. A double and an error.
Nick Jones, first base.
So it's 1-0 Eastern Michigan. Hopkins doubles. The no RBI though. Oberg scores on the error. Here's Nick Jones. Swing and a miss. So just that little misplay by Kraus. Nothing in 1 here to Nick Jones. They wheel but don't throw to second. Also give Hopkins a single, not a double. He moved ahead on the throw. That was nice base running by Oberg to hit and run. And he kept his eye on his third base coach the whole time. Fastball strike at the outside corner, 0-2. Also a real good job by third base coach Jonathan Roof. He figures the way this game's going, not going to get many scoring chances. He had Oberg wheeling around third to come in and score. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. So a unearned run here in the 5th inning for Eastern Michigan. They score a run on 2 hits. There was an error and 1 left. Bowling Green coming to bat in the 5th. To backhand it and then throw it across. 1-0 Eastern Michigan leads. This wrap up of the doubleheader. Here's Jack Krause. Scott Gronzato working and throwing one right down the middle for strike 1. Falcons have a grand total of 1 hit this far in this game and a foul out of play. 0-2 to Krause. Gronzato has struck out 5 through 4 1/3, allowing just 1 hit. A clean single by Gurney. No balls, 2 strikes. Check swing and ball 1. Gronzato deals. Strike 3 called. Outside corner of the fastball, and Krause is out shopping. 6 strikeouts for Gronzato. Gronzato's had a solid season for Eastern Michigan, but you would expect we'd have Bowling Green a little more activity on the bases since opponents are hitting .296 against Gronzato this season, and he has a 4 ERA. But to this point, the Falcons have barely laid a finger on him. There's a foul out of play by Tyler Haas for strike 1. A wave and a miss, and that off speed, 0-2. That one's up, 1-2. Scott Gronzato delivers, and Haas fouls it out of play. One-two pitch again, bounces in there. Here's is a roller to short. Hopkins coming toward the bag, picks it up, throws Haas out. So another 1-2-3 inning for Scott Granzato. He has 4 in 5 frames, and we go to the 6th. It is 1-0 Eastern Michigan.
No runs on no hits. There were no Eagle errors. No one left on base.
Scored on a error by the center fielder Jack Krause. A very slight juggle allowed the runner from third to come home, and here is a rip for a base hit on the first pitch of the 6th inning off the bat of Christian Balt. Peyton Wilson set down the first 7 he faced. He gave up 1 hit in the 3rd. He gave up 2 hits in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, and now a leadoff single here in the 6th. It's the first time today the leadoff man has been on for either team in this game. So Gabe Denton, who has 1 of their 6 hits, steps in. 1-0 Eastern Michigan. Uh-oh. That one's to the left, but he pulled it foul. Looked like he got a little more of that initially off the bat, but it landed out in the bullpen. Had him a little bit out on his front foot there. Denton homered in both ends of the doubleheader yesterday. In game 1 of this doubleheader, he went 0 for 3. Scored a run after being hit by a pitch. Swing and a miss. Wilson challenged him with a high fastball. 0-2. Denton, a junior left fielder. Peyton Wilson ahead 0-2. Checks Balt at first base and delivers. Strike 3 called. Boy, that was right through there, and Denton, I think, upset with himself as Wilson records his 2nd strikeout. Shane Easter steps in. The center fielder also has a hit and 2 trips.
The center fielder, Shane Easter.
Wilson set. Throws to first, and back easily is Balt. Eastern won the opener of this doubleheader 6-5, the 3-run 6th inning in that 7-inning game. There's a ball lifted to right. Gayton moving to his left, hauls it in for out number 2. So here's Eli Gora with 2 outs and a man on first. Gora has grounded out to DeHanas both times up.
The catcher, Eli Gora.
Gora played first base in the opener. He's catching here in the nightcap as he and Nick Jones flop positions on the diamond. First pitch to him, inside, 1-0. Gora from Anderson High School in Cincinnati takes a strike. Hopkins also from the Cincinnati area, Mason, Ohio, although he played at Moeller. And Christian Balt is also from Moeller. A couple of guys from Ross, Ohio, so Eastern's done nice in Southwest Ohio there. 1-1 pitch. Nope, throw to first instead, and back easily is Christian Balt. 1-0 Eastern Michigan. They're batting in the top of the 6th here. There's a ball chopped foul weakly toward the EMU dugout. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on Eli Gora. Peyton Wilson with a 1-2 count comes set and pitches. And that one's fouled out of play. Wilson comes set again with a 1-2 count. Pitches. Missed away. I guess his outside corner is not that big. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner goes, and a foul out of play as Gora reached out on a pitch that perhaps normally he would not have, as Balt was off and running from first. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Peyton Wilson delivers, and it's fisted up behind second. The shortstop is there. Nathan Rose to catch it for out number 3. So a leadoff single amounts to nothing for Eastern Michigan. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's Eastern 1 and Bowling Green nothing. Eastern Michigan. Here's Anthony Ryan. The blooper over toward first and foul ground. It's caught by Nick Jones. So 1 pitch, 1 out. Number 9 hitter Mason Montgomery now for BG.
The third baseman, Mason Montgomery.
Mason struck out in the third inning. Takes a strike in the outside corner. Granzato set down the first 11 he faced before Gurney singled. He has set down 5 since. There's a ball inside in the dirt. 1-1. Hit to third. Scooped up by Workington and toss across for out number 2. Back to the top of the lineup, Dylan DeHanas. DeHanas was 1 for 2 in the opener. He walked twice. He scored twice. He's 0 for 2 in the nightcap. He's grounded out to his opposite number, Christian Balt, twice. Takes a strike in the inside corner. That one up and in. Did that hit him or hit the bat? Must have hit the bat. 0-2 on DeHanas. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. That one's down in the dirt. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to the BG second baseman. Ball outside. Lefty-lefty matchup here. Scott Granzato working for Eastern Michigan. The 2-2 pitch. Bounces in there for a full count. DeHanas sitting right around 300 over his last 12 games coming into this nightcap. At 13 for 43. Has at least 1 hit in 10 of his last 12 games. Payoff pitch. Hit hard and through the hole to right field, a base hit. So BG with a 2-out hit in the 6th inning, just as they did in the 4th. That time it amounted to nothing as Furness struck out. Let's see what happens here with Andy Gayton at the plate. A 2-out batter with DeHanas at first. One of the few times today, Granzato out of the stretch. And a weak bouncer to second off the bat of Gayton. And that's that. So the Falcons come up with their second hit of the game, but nothing more. We go to the 7th, Eastern Michigan 1 and Bowling Green nothing. Daniel Workington, Mike Monahan, Will Oberg due up for the Eagles. And Workington swings and misses on the first offering from Peyton Wilson of Bowling Green here in the 7th inning. An unearned run is all that's on the board in this one so far. Workington hits one high in the air, right center field. Center fielder Kraus shading his eyes with his hand, gloves it for out number 1. So Mike Monahan steps in. He owns one of the Eastern Michigan hits. Eastern had a hit in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th. The only run scored on a slight misplay in center field by Jack Kraus. Ball 1. And it came with 2 outs in the 6th inning. Oberg on first was running on a hit and run by Hopkins out into left field. As Kraus came up with the ball, he juggled it. The third base coach then sent Oberg, who barely beat the relay, to the plate for the only run. There's a swing and a miss. Monahan flailing at an outside breaking pitch, off-speed pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike on the Eagles DH. 1-1 pitch, missed away. Certainly a strong outing for Peyton Wilson, his longest of the year easily. Previous long inning work was 4. This one's hit hard. Second baseman DeHanas makes a nice play and then throws to first as he spins around and delivers the out. Looked like he got a bad hop right on the skin of the infield there. Able to play it on the bad hop and then spin and throw to Furness for out number 2. Nice play by Dylan DeHanas. And Will Oberg will bat with 2 outs and nobody on. Oberg flared one into right for a hit and then scored, as we were just talking about, the only run of this game. Ball 1. What's the pitch count? Wilson at 82 pitches, 63 is his season high, so that 83rd pitch is his 64th strike. So he's been throwing strikes in this game. And he has given up 1 unearned run. He's only struck out 2, but he's not walked anybody. 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Eastern leads 1-0. 1-1 pitch to Oberg. Big hop to third. Montgomery has it. Soft toss across. And a 1-2-3 inning for Wilson, his first since the 2nd inning. Stretch time at the Stell. Bowling Green trails 1-0.
For the Eagles in the top of the 7th, no runs on no hits. There were no Falcon errors, no one left on base. And now, baseball fans, it's the middle of the 7th inning. Let's have a stretch. Stand up and sing along with us as we play Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
The 7th inning stretch, many times at Wrigley Field, Harry Carey would say, let's get some runs. Let's do that, BG. 1-0, Eastern Michigan with the lead. Falcons have just 2 hits through 6 innings against Scott Gronzato unearned run as Eastern with the 1-run lead. Here's Kyle Gurney, ball 1. The Eagles won 2 yesterday, 8-0 and 10-8. Won the opener today 6-5. They're looking for a 4-game sweep. Ball 2 to Gurney. He has one of the 2 Bowling Green hits, a single in the 4th. He struck out in the 1st, one of 6 recorded by Granzato. Hit hard and foul down the left field line. Gurney turned on that inside pitch, drove it hard. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Hit hard to left center. Going back, the center fielder Easter was playing him there and makes the play. Almost like they had him scouted to hit it there. So a hard hit out, but an out nonetheless to begin the 7th. Here's Adam Furness. Furness' 24-game on-base streak in jeopardy here. He's 0 for 2. He waits back on that breaking ball and hits it weakly to first, and he is out. First baseman to pitcher covering. So Nathan Rose will bat with 2 outs and nobody on. Falcons only had 7 hits in the opener of the doubleheader and a 7-inning 6-5 loss. They have just 2 hits now through 6 2/3 innings of the nightcap as there's a breaking ball strike to Rose and a ball down in the dirt. Nathan Rose awaiting the 1-1. Hits it hard and past the third baseman down the left field line. Could be a double for Rose. He'll round first and cruise into second with a stand-up double. And it's a scoring threat for Bowling Green here in the bottom of the 7th inning, albeit 2 outs. We're going to get a pinch hitter here. Kraus, grounder to second and a strikeout looking thus far against fellow left-hander Scott Granzato. Granzato with the long pause here. Rose at second, 2 outs. Strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jack Kraus. Granzato has slowed his pace to somewhat akin of glacial. And there's the wheel to second, and diving back in safely is Rose. Kraus looking to deliver a hit to tie the game here. We're in the 7th, 1-0 Eastern Michigan. 2 outs, Rose at second. Tapper foul into the BG dugout. So 1-2. Eastern Michigan getting their bullpen up. They used 1 reliever in the opener, Trevor House, who got the win in that game, pitching the last 2 2/3. Long pause. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Upstairs. 2-2. balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, a man on second. BG down 1-0 here in the bottom of the 7th. That one is popped back and in the seats. Krause went 0 for 1 in the opener, a sac fly RBI, a walk, and a strikeout. Still a 2-2 count. And now time called. Bronzato with the long look in. Here's a 2-2. Breaking ball is pulled foul. Krause battling here, trying to get something he can drive and score. Rose from second. Center fielder playing slightly to right field side of center. So a lot of room in that left center field gap if he can hit it that way. Gronzato has the sign, looks to second, and again, and delivers the 2-2. Bounces it in there. Knocked down by Gora, the catcher, out front. No advance by Rose. So full count. Eastern holding on to a 1-0 lead here. BG batting in the home 7th. Nathan Rose at second after his 2-out double, wanting to come home. Full count to Jack Krause. That's popped up, foul left side, in play. Can they get to it? No, third baseman sliding right near the dugout. Workington couldn't negotiate the catch. Nice effort by the third baseman, Daniel Workington, but it just goes as a foul ball, and we'll get another payoff pitch from Gronzato to Krause. Foul ball. Just did get a piece of it as that came up and in. Eastern Michigan 1, Bowling Green 0. Bottom of the 7th. 2-out double by Rose. He's still there. Full count to Krause. Excuse me, check swing foul. The hit by Rose, just the third of the game off Gronzato for the orange and brown. Again, Gronzato staring a hole through his catcher. And we get time. I would have stepped out 3 times by now. Now Gronzato's ready a little quicker. Payoff pitch. Ball 4 inside. Catcher Gora asking the home plate umpire about that one. It looks like the Eastern Michigan dugout's asking about it too. And home plate umpire, I think, is asking them to stop asking about it. So Krause at first with a walk, 2 outs. Men on first and second, and might we get a pitching change here? They've been having some action in the bullpen for quite a while. Actually, you probably could have the whole bullpen ready during that last at-bat between the foul balls and the interminable time between pitches. So the mound conference ongoing And now breaks up, and they will stick with the incumbent. Tyler Haas with a chance to drive in a run here. Haas 0 for 2 in this game, went 0 for 2 in the opener of the doubleheader. Had a couple of hits in yesterday's nightcap. Breaking ball strike. 1-0 Eastern Michigan. We're here in the bottom of the 7th. A double and a walk with 2 outs gives Bowling Green a chance to score here. Tyler Haas will try to break through, and he calls timeout. Bronzato delivers. Swing and a miss. Tyler Haas unable to find that high fastball. Bronzato a strike away from ending the threat and preserving the 1-0 lead. Here's the 0-2. Hit toward left center, hanging in the air. Easter, the center fielder, gets there, and it records the 3rd out. So the Falcons get a double and a walk with 2 outs, but Haas flies out to end the threat. We go to the 8th. It remains a 1-0 Eastern Michigan.
In the bottom of the 7th, no runs on 1 hit. There were no Eagle errors, 2 runners left on base.
Tyler Haas lined out to end the inning. Swing and a miss by the leadoff man here in the 8th for Eastern Michigan. Leadoff man, Taylor Hopkins. Top of the lineup, Nick Jones, Christian Balt to follow. 1-6-0 for Eastern. They left 5 on. Falcons, no runs, 3 hits, 1 error. And BG has left 4 men on base. Strike called. 0-2 to Taylor Hopkins. Hopkins, a pop out, a fly out, and a single. 0-2 pitch. Waited back on that breaking ball and fouled it out of play down the left field line into the EMU bullpen. Will McLean, BG right-hander, ahead 0-2, working to Taylor Hopkins. That one is skied foul to right and out of play. Had him way out in front of that one. Another 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. That one looked like it hit maybe off the top of the dugout there. Back into the field of play. So McLean got the first 2 strikes, and we've had 3 foul balls here. Another 0-2 pitch. Chopper towards second. DeHanas takes it on the second hop, flips it to Furness for out number 1. Nick Jones steps in. He's 0 for 3. A couple of ground outs and a strikeout against the starter, Peyton Wilson. By the way, official line on Wilson: 7 innings, 6 hits, 1 run unearned. He walked nobody and struck out 2. There's a pop-up out of play. A 1 pitch, not yet coming from McLean. Nick Jones out of Battle Creek, Michigan. His brother Nate Jones also on the team. His older brother Nate. Strike called, 0-2. Fastball over the outside corner. Will McLean looking to put away Nick Jones. Up 0-2. That's fouled out of play. McLean jumped out quickly on Hopkins 0-2 and took several pitches to get a ground ball to second as Hopkins kept fouling him off. Staying alive. Oh, 2 pitch. Rolled to short. There's Rose. 2 outs. Christian Bolt steps in.
The second baseman, Christian Bolt.
Bolt owns one of the 6 hits for Eastern in this nightcap. 6 different players with hits. Denton and Easter had back-to-back 2-out singles in the 4th. There's a ball outside. And again, the only run scored on an unearned run on a slight juggle out in center field by Kraus on a base hit by Hopkins on a hit and run. Breaking ball, strike, 1-1. Bolt 1 for 3 officially here in this nightcap. Takes ball 2. The 2-1 pitch. Chopper left side. Montgomery comes in, boots it, barehands it, throws it away. They're going to score that a single and an error. It was a tough play for Montgomery, and once he didn't make it cleanly, he compounded it by trying to make a play that was not makeable and threw the ball away. And it turns into, in essence, a double, if you will, a single plus the error. So 2 outs and a man in scoring position for Gabe Denton. Denton a single, a strikeout, 1 for 3 thus far. Second error in this nightcap for Bowling Green. McLean working to Denton. Ball high. 1-0 Eastern Michigan. We're in the top of the 8th. Will McLean trying to work around a 2-out infield single plus an error, has a man at second. There's a breaking ball for a strike. One ball, one strike to the EMU left fielder. McLean comes set, briefly checks the runner and pitches. Denton lifts one high and foul down the left field line. Will McLean on in relief of Peyton Wilson, who had a standout effort today. 7 innings of 1-run pitching, an unearned run on top of that. So best outing of his freshman year, no question, for Peyton Wilson. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Gabe Denton. McLean trying to end the 8th here. Missed away. 2-2. Bolt at second with 2 outs. McLean ready with the 2-2. And it's hit foul. Past third. McLean with another 2-2 pitch forthcoming. Here it is. Strike 3 called. Gabe Denton is out shopping. And McLean works around the 2-out hit with an error to retire Eastern without a run in the 8th. BG coming up in the bottom of the 8th, still trailing 1-0. will be Adam Fallon to lead off the 8th inning. He fouls one back on the first offering from Reinkel. Fallon in the opener of this doubleheader was 0 for 2 with a strikeout before Ryan pinch hit for him. 0-1 pitch, outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Eagles 6 outs away from a 4-game sweep here at the Stell. 1-1 pitch, pop up behind second, shortstop drifting out there, and under it, Hopkins makes the play for out number 1. Mason Montgomery now the batter. 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. Eastern Michigan clinging to a 1-0 lead. Falcons need to get something going. Only 5 outs to play with here in the bottom of the 8th. A strike called to Mason Montgomery. He has struck out and grounded out to third. Here's a hard hit ball to short on a hop, picked up by Hopkins. He throws him out. 2 up, 2 down, and Dylan DeHanis will bat for BG. DeHanis singled his last time up, but was stranded when Gayton grounded out to end the inning. Bunt, pulls it back, takes a strike. One for 3 in this game for the BG second baseman. Reinkel working quickly, misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike to DeHanis. And he's out in front of the changeup. 1 ball, 2 strikes. DeHanis trying to get something started here in the bottom of the 8th. Falcons trail 1-0. Reaches out, loops one to third. Oh, it's dropped by the third baseman, Workington, and it'll be an error on Daniel Workington. So reaching on the error, DeHanis with 2 outs brings up Andy Gayton. Not sure how Workington didn't, or how he misjudged that. Maybe it had some spin on it, or he just lost sight of it briefly, but clanged off the heel of his glove there. So here's Gayton. Takes one down and in. It's the first error of the day on Eastern Michigan. Just their second error in this 4-game series. And they throw to first, chases DeHanis back. Gayton 0 for 3 in this game. He tried to bunt his way on in the 4th inning unsuccessfully. 7-game hit streak is on the line here. And he just did get a piece of that one, fouled it off. Gayton in the opener had a bunt hit and then a single later as well to run the hit streak to 7 straight. And this is going to end the inning, probably. A high fly ball left center field, shallow, left fielder makes the play. So we go to the 9th, Eastern Michigan 1, Bowling Green 0. outside. Check that, Gora played first base in the opener. He and Nick Jones just switched spots for the nightcap. There's a breaking ball strike from Will McLean. One ball, one strike. McLean dealing. Ooh, hit him right in the middle of the back. That's going to leave a mark. So a one-out base runner for Eastern. Daniel Workington will step in.
The third baseman, Daniel Workington.
1-0 Eastern Michigan. We're in the ninth. Eagles trying to play add-on here and sweep this 4-game set. McLean misses outside. Workington 0 for 3, couple fly-outs to center with a grounder to short sandwiched in between. 1-0 pitch. Strike called. One ball, one strike to the Eastern Michigan third baseman, Daniel Workington. Gora's at first with one out. He was hit by a pitch. And breaking ball stays up and in to Workington. McLean charged with holding it right here. Falcons hoping for a comeback in the ninth. That one just missed. 3-1. So McLean behind 3 balls and 1 strike. We've not seen much of that in this game. The pitchers have had their way, as the 1-0 score would indicate. McLean ready with the 3-1. Foul ball. That ball got inside, and a check swing by Workington makes it a full count. Nothing Eastern Michigan here in the 9th inning. Will McLean, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Delivers. Runner goes. That ball's hit hard to left center field. A base hit. Coming on around to third is Gora on the hit and run. Second time in this game, Eastern's worked the hit and run to perfection. The other time they did it, a misplay in the outfield allowed the runner to actually score. That's our only run of this game. So Mike Monahan, the DH, will bat. And first we're going to get a mound visit for the Falcons. I think we're going to get a pitching change. I think they got a left-hander. It's probably Lohmeyer warming up. So we'll tell you about the pitching change coming up. It's Eastern Michigan 1, BG nothing in the 9th. Runners on the corners, 1 out. Eastern Michigan looking to play add-on. They lead 1-0 here in the 9th. Swing and a miss by Monahan. Lohmeyer kept that down and in. Falcons playing just about double play depth up the middle. Of course, Furness holding on first. Montgomery playing right even with the bag at third. Double play would be what you'd want right here if you could get it. Lohmeyer with the long pause and the 0-1. They bunt, safety squeeze, pitcher has it. Thought about home, couldn't make the play, the run scores. Well done by Eastern Michigan. They get the out at first, but it's 2-0 Eagles. So the safety squeeze works and Gora scores. The other runner moves up to second, so sacrifice for Monahan and an RBI. He was put out 1-3 for out number 2, and Will Oberg bats. Well, that was pretty well textbook right there. 2-0 Eastern. Will Oberg, the right fielder, scored the other run. Lohmeyer misses inside. Oberg singled in the 5th with 2 outs and was running when Hopkins singled to left center. He was coming into third when his third base coach wheeled him around when Kraus juggled the ball in center field and he barely beat the relay to the plate. That ball hit him. Yep. That ball was not very far inside.
Top of the order, the shortstop, Taylor Hopkins.
So Hopkins bats now with 2 men on. Oberg hit by a pitch. It's the second time today Oberg's been hit by a pitch, once in the opener and once in the nightcap. And he is very adept at doing that. He has now been hit by a pitch 13 times this year. Nothing Eastern Michigan. They've added an insurance run here in the 9th in the quest for a 4-game sweep. Lohmeyer, outside corner strike, ahead 0-2 on Hopkins. Lohmeyer looks in, has the sign. And the 0-2 pitch to Hopkins misses low and outside as Lohmeyer took a tumble on the mound there. Lohmeyer trying to end this 9th inning here and keep it a 2-run game. 1-2 pitch. Chopped up the middle. They had him played to pull. Way over there to get it is DeHanas behind second. He'll come home. The runner trying to score, and he will. 3-0 Eastern Michigan. Scoring from second on that infield hit is Daniel Workington. Well, DeHanas was played way over toward the hole, pull side, and when that ball was hit up the middle, he had to roam all the way out into the short outfield to get to that ball, running away from the plate. Meanwhile, Workington was being waved around the whole time, and the play was not even close. So it's 3-0 Eastern Michigan. Both these runs in this inning charged to Will McLean. Here's Nick Jones. With men on first and second now and 2 outs. Ball in the dirt. The Falcons continue to struggle here at home. They are about to fall to 2-11 at home on the season. 3-0 Eastern Michigan. We're in the 9th. Nick Jones is 0 for 4 in this game. Fouls this one back and out of play to even the count. Well, this inning has featured 2 hit batters, and the single by Workington and one by Hopkins. The safety squeeze that scored a run. 1-1 pitch upstairs. The safety squeeze was well executed by Eastern, and great execution there on the bases by Workington that last play. 2-1 count. Pitch. That's fisted foul out of play. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. 3-0 lead for Eastern. They've scored 2 on the 9th. Nathan Lohmeyer delivers. And a foul ball. Lohmeyer again ready to deliver the 2-2 pitch. And again, it's fouled out of play. Two-two pitch again, fouled back again. Lohmeyer and Nick Jones with an extended engagement here. Another 2-2 pitch coming, and this one's popped up in play, short right field. Second baseman DeHanas makes the catch. However, Eastern Michigan adds 2 insurance runs. They did it with a couple of hits, a couple of hit batters, a safety squeeze. They leave 2. Last chance for Bowling Green. They're down 3-0 as we head to the bottom of the 9th. 0-2 with a 438 earned run average. Opponents hitting .222 against him. And Gurney hits one up the middle. Second baseman playing over there comes in front of the bag and throws him out. Nice play by Christian Balt. Out number one. Well, the Falcons scored 4 of the nightcap in the ninth yesterday. If they could do it today, they'd pull out a come-from-behind win. Here's Adam Furness with his 24-game on-base streak in jeopardy. He's 0 for 3. Strike called. Zach Fruit ahead in the count. This stands to be a very tough luck loss for Peyton Wilson, who went 7 innings, allowed 1 unearned run. There's a ball outside. Eastern added 2 insurance runs in the ninth for the 3-0 lead they now enjoy. 1-1 pitch to Adam Furness. Hit the other way, down the line, left field, could be fair, but it bends foul. Adam Furness gets to second and heads back to the dish. Furness made a bid for extra bases there, but just ends up as strike 2. Falcons on the verge of being swept by the boys from Ypsilanti here. They're down to their final 2 outs. The 1-2 pitch. Outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Adam Furness. Zach Fruit delivers. Strike 3 called right through there. Well, there may be some questionable strike 3s today. I'm not sure that was that questionable. So 1 out to go. And the Eagles will have their second shutout of a 4-game sweep here in Bowling Green. They won 8-0 and 10-8 yesterday. They won the first game today 6-5, and they lead this one 3-0. Here's Nathan Rose. Strike called. Rose doubled in the 7th. That was BG's only scoring chance in this game. That was with 2 outs. He was stranded there. Oh, that one came inside and clips Nathan Rose. That nearly went behind him without hitting him, but it did manage to hit him in the back. And Rose goes to first with 2 outs, and Jack Krause will step in.
The center fielder, Jack Krause.
Krause 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout in this one. 3-0 Eastern Michigan. Zach Fruit looking to close it out and throws one outside and down to the dirt. One 0 pitch to Krause. Strike called. One ball, 1 strike. They're not holding at first base. Ball 2. Nathan Rose is over there after being hit by a pitch with 2 outs here in the ninth. Two 2-1 pitch. Strike called. 2-2. Falcons down to their final strike here. Trailing 3-0. 2-2 pitch from Fruit to Krause. Down and in. So full count. Nathan Rose at first base will be able to get a running start. Off pitch to Krause. Roped foul down the first base side. Rose will return to first. Tyler Haas in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to bat again. BG trailing 3-0 here in the bottom of the ninth. Full count, 2 out with a man on first. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 called, and that is that. For the Falcons in the ninth, no runs, no hits, no errors, and a 1-man left on base. Final score in this nightcap: Eastern Michigan 3, Bowling Green 0. The Eagles complete a 4-game sweep. Totals in the game for Eastern Michigan: 3 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. The Eagles left 8 men on base. For Bowling Green, no runs, 3 hits, 2 errors. The Falcons leave 6 men on base. Tough luck loss for Peyton Wilson, who allowed 1 unearned run in 7 innings. He drops to 1-3. The winning pitcher is Scott Granzato, who pitched 7 shutout innings. Zach Fruit earns a save for Eastern Michigan, his 3rd of the year. With the win, Eastern Michigan improves to 17-19 on the season, 11-14 in the MAC. The Falcons drop to 13-26, 11-18 in the MAC. And with that, we will bid you adieu. Good afternoon from Steller Field.